Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Laces tied, dawn is breaking. City noise fades in the rearview mirror. Fields unfold like open pages. Every stride writes a story clear. No gym walls, no crowded spaces. Just wind on my face and open sky. Sweat on my brow, but I'm smiling. Chasing the weight that held me down high. I'm walking the countryside, leaving pounds behind. One step, two steps, clearing up my mind. Heart gets stronger, worries get lighter. Nature's the healer, the ultimate fighter. Around the corner, a better me waits. With every mile I rewrite my fate. Losing the weight, finding my peace. Countryside walking, my sweet release. Road gentle, rivers are calling. Birds sing the rhythm to keep me moving. Old doubts dissolve with every breath I'm drawing. Body gets leaner, the fog is improving. No quick fixes, just honest miles. Trading the couch for golden trails. Mind gets quiet, soul gets loud. And wide open, I stand tall and proud. I'm walking the countryside, leaving pounds behind. One step, two steps, clearing up my mind. Heart gets stronger, worries get lighter. Nature's the healer, the ultimate fighter. Around the corner, a better me waits. With every mile I rewrite my fate. Losing the weight, finding my peace. Countryside walking, my sweet release. The scale won't budge. Put on those shoes and trust the nudge. Off the neck corner, a different way. Not just the body, the whole spirit saved. Trees is my witness, sun is my guide. I'm healing inside while the outside transforms. I'm walking the countryside stronger every day. Shedding the old me, lighting up the way. Mind is clear, body feels right. Forever release.
Hello everyone, how are we? This is from last night. Lisa, how are you? Obviously you might be watching a replay with the Detroit Lions top on. And Sam Brown, he's now engaged as well. So there you go. Very fitting. Hope you're doing well, Lisa. Miss Lynn Dance popped in last night. I see you, Del, just popped into my head tonight. So I'll take that as a little God wink. Happy days. Miss Lynn Dance follows me on TikTok as well. We follow each other, I should say. And I do a lot of my God videos there as well. Godwin sign a sign to come here and show some love and support because I've been there. I have been there. I see you. I see you too as well, Miss Linda. And thank you as always for your support. Nice to see you, my darling. Lovely to have P's in the house. Everyone behave. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining. Please hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell on the way in. Just, if you don't do it for me, do it for Sarah P. If you'd like to support the channel, the best ways to do so is always PayPal or buy me a coffee. And there you go. If you want to become a member, and then check out my sports channel. That is there. We will be continuing that before long. I know Blue Collar Dave Boston on Labour's Union will be loving that. How are you doing, Sarah? Nice to see you, my darling. Our beautiful Rhonda, how are you? Good luck, morning, Dylan, and everybody. Good morning to you, my darling. Hope you're doing well. Here she is, Miss Lynn Dance. Nice to see you, my darling. There you go, Dave. How are you, sir? Nice to see you, bud. Right, who else have I got here? Daffodil, hello to you. How are you, my darling? And send love back to Viv. I got the Viv's thing there. So Viv's alternate corners there. We got Erin Hack's taco. We got, so I've retained some stuff. We got Paddington because Erin Hack calls me Paddington. We got Sassy Bartender's license. there and her note to me. And should I read the note? I might read the note. I don't remember what's in there. For Sassy Bartender, RIP. I wanted her to be front and centre. She was a lovely lady. Obviously, my old altar call sign. We got Hippie Chick being represented. We got Hippie Chick's cup there, and her lovely thing here for Christmas. It's like a thingy. She can tell you. I don't remember what you call it, but ornament. Ornament. It's lovely. And here is from Just Jen, and then this is from Standing Stones as well. So I'll go through them all again. Can I reach that? Oh no, I can't, you bugger. Anyway, let's get through this here as well. Oh, back in the sun, hard to see, chap, but no worries at all, Dave. No, it's fine, sir. Hippie Chick, how are you, my darling? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, my darling. What else we got? All right. Sassy, yeah, I know, heartbreaking about Sassy. Hey, Lisa, I did say hello to you this morning with the heart from yesterday. Hope you're doing well. She needs to send you a better one. Yeah, because it's I gotta have to go get it. Hang on. Right, let's have a look here. So this is the alternate corner one that I use. She's obviously got an old one. El Chapti with, I think that's me. Obviously Sean as well. I put that behind there. Oh, also I have got, hang on, Coco sent me this. Big Duck Energy. You got this. Duckies here if you need a little cheer. So she sent me a lot of godly things and stuff. I put these in my cases when I travel, thanks to Coco. She got ducks and stuff like that in it. Vivian's Legion. She sent me this before she died. Obviously, you know all the others. Here you go. Hippie Chicks stuff. I'll be honest with you. It's a lot more stuff, but I love this from Hippie Chick. This is one of my favourite gifts. That's from Carmel, where he lives. I love that gift. And obviously, North Carolina from Just Jen. And you can see the photo there. Right, so this is what Sassy Bartender wrote me. And I've not read this. So, dearest Dylan, I just wanted to send you some Campton memorabilia and to let you know I love your show and you are the sweetest angel I know. Hopefully one day I will. Oh fuck! I don't know what that word is, but hopefully one day I will have the pleasure to meet you. Stay blessed always. With much love and respect, Sassy. Oh, that hits. Hello, Katie. How are you, my darling? How are you? That hits hard. I still have regrets that I never met her because I was supposed to meet her. Where's it gone now? Hang on. Hang on. I am here. Oh, I can't. It's upstairs. I was gonna get my Michigan, my Detroit Lions top, but I think it's upstairs. Um, so I still have some of you know I have so much regrets that I didn't meet her. The time didn't meet out for you. Oh, she messaged me, hippie chick. Do you know what I mean? And was like, "Are you available tomorrow?" And I remember I had a really bad back and I was laid down and I had to cancel all my plans. Uh, and I said in the last stream that she messaged me in the morning that she died, and it's my response is unread, and it's just some things hit your heart, and I think I take it as a sign that she's meant to be here. So that's why I put her front and center there. So much love for Sassy. She was a good one. Yes, no, and I got loads more. I mean, I got a lot more stuff. I just can't put them up here. And also some of the stuff, you know, USA, I don't put up here. Obviously, I can't put all the jerseys and everything I have had. And there's been a lot of kind people here. Welcome to the Open Corner, where we just go off tangent. This is not how I was meant to start the stream, but obviously that didn't stop us. And that's why I actually don't mind that. I actually love that. Do you know what I mean? RIP Sassy, absolutely. Hey KD, if I didn't say hello to you, hello my darling, how are you? I don't like your photo. I can't make out it's you. I love the photo of you and your husband though. That was a great photo. My heart broke. Yeah, I know. I love your top though, by the way. So right, before we get into the OCD stuff, right? So I've had a hell of a day. I've had a hell of a day, people. I shouldn't say that word maybe, but so I got up just after 6 o'clock this morning. I just woke up naturally, and I did post saying that I believe that was God's sign to me to get up because I went out for a walk at 7 o'clock. You know, 7 o'clock this morning when the heat wasn't bad. It was like 14 degrees. So I went for a just over 5 mile walk this morning. Then there you go. Thank you, Rhonda. Okay, I'm gonna change my pic. It was such a beautiful pic. Do you know what I mean? I just can't hear what I can't see what even that picture is. I just think that that picture of uni husband's outstanding. Doesn't have to be that pic again, but you and husband are very beautiful people. There you go. Well, I'll get into my journey now in a second. Once I get into it, we'll get into it now. Everyone's journey is different with OCD, but I hope he's doing well, Daffy. So I went to the doctor's this morning. So I walked, showered, got everything ready, went up to the doctor's, did a video, went into the doctor's, delay. Now, some people get annoyed with delays. I don't get annoyed with delays. I'm not sure what it's like in America or the UK, but in other parts of the UK, but our doctor system means if you go and see your general practitioner, you're only supposed to bring up one issue. And that's it. So I've been to a doctor, my local doctor, and like I had two issues and we've got to pick one, basically. I'm like, well, that's BS. But I have a doctor I've had for 4 years, and he's actually a big part of why I'm here today and my OCD and stuff. But he's very attentive, and that rule he does not apply. If you got 10 things wrong with you, tell me all 10 things type of thing, which means that he gets delayed. So I think I was supposed to be in at 10:30 and didn't get in until 10:55. The guy before me, he was probably in his 70s, 80s, and he went in and he took about 25 minutes. And I don't care about stuff like that, purely because I know the doctor I'm seeing. I know how attentive he is, and I know that the person in front of me probably had a lot of issues. So mine was quite quick. So I had to go and see him because I just had an MRI scan for my left hand side because I sometimes lose strength in my left hand. Not very often, but I have some tingles. So we thought there might be a trapped nerve or something, but I'm all good. The neck and stuff, I'm all good though. And had my bloods. Because my father had prostate cancer, I have to have tests for prostate cancer, and I was a zero 0.6, so I'm all good as well on that. So I had all the clears. So since I started walking and stuff, my bloods, everything have been fantastic. My numbers have been great. So anyway, I went in because I got had to see about the results. Also, since I've been walking, I'm not sure if you guys have it, but your sweat glands. I don't understand it really, but your sweat glands can get blocked, and so down the sides here and your armpits, for me, sexy look, I know, but I have a rash. They're like really red, And he was like, yeah, that's just, your glands are blocked basically because you're obviously sweating a lot. And so I've been using cream and stuff, but now I'm on steroids to try and clear it up. And I got some on my foot as well, where I bandage my foot up and stuff. So I had that. So anyway, I had to go down to the chemist, you know, and in the chemist, I had to wait another 45 minutes in the chemist. That was the one thing I was a little bit, don't care in the doctors, down the chemist, it's like, oh, they had to create new medicine for me for the cream. They didn't have it, so they had to create it from scratch. So yeah, 45 minutes there as well. That's not bad wait. To be fair, Ron, they normally, like, you don't wait normally more than 5-10 minutes. So you don't wait. Hospitals different. You could be waiting for a lot longer, So this is just local. So that's what I was thinking on that. I have to wait an hour or more. So it might be different to you guys because I don't know how it works in America. Like if I go to a hospital and see a doctor, I could be waiting for like an hour or wherever. Sometimes you could be the waiting list in hospitals like 3-4 hours before you can even see somebody. Sometimes, but in a local GP, you all get slots of 15 minutes. So and it's quite efficient. They're normally on time. Okay, now we can see. There you go. There you go. Well, not just to stare at your husband, stare at you as well. You are a very, very beautiful couple. You both are very, very beautiful. And I love that photo, you both. And it didn't have to be that photo. I just think that you're a beautiful lady. Why not show yourself off? Especially you've got a beautiful husband as well. So I expect to wait at least 30 to 45 minutes after my appointment to actually see the doctor. There you go. Again, it's a little bit different. I would expect that in a hospital if I see the doctor or a specialist. But I say locally, no, it's pretty much you get in pretty much on time. So, but again, it's a different system anyway. I have a rash. Let's not make that public because people will start talking. But hey, here she is. As she's come in, maybe Mexi's around as well. If she is,
Atención chat, escucha bien. Behave in the chat, compórtate. Don't be toxic, don't be late. Josie's watching, she's on the way. Josie te va a atrapar. Mexi's dropping that timeout file. Mexi, te va a timeout. Sarah P brings the links, got your numbers marked. Make her happy, smash that like right now. Vamos! Erin Hack rolling up in her yellow bus. Rounding up her chatty, no drama, no fuss. Murph's always on hand if you need backup quick. Jonathan the mod, 1 in a million, so slick. El Chappy doesn't read Jonathan's post, but El Chatty love him so much. All 6 mods run in the chat, they're in charge. Tú ya sabes. Compórtate, compórtate. Josie's after you. Wait and see. Mexi timeout. 1, 2, 3. Sarah P, Erin, Murph, Jonathan, la autoridad. Compórtate. Josie, Mexi, Sarah P, Erin, Hack, Murph, Jonathan. They run this chat, they're the full mod squadron. Behaving like it or feel the ride. Yellow bus coming or a quick timeout slap. Compórtate. Ay, qué rico. Like for the squad. Chat, vamos. No más drama.
so there you go. Representing the mods are in charge. I mean, by the way, Mr. O, how are you, sir? I'm actually going to be talking a bit more about my nutrition, Mr. O. I did my weigh-in on Tuesday. I think it was 303.4 pounds. I'm looking at my weight. So today I had 100 grams of oats with boiled water. I had 10 grams of organic honey, 10 grams of peanut butter, organic peanut butter. I had a handful of strawberries, 1 whole banana because it's going off, and 2 kiwis because again they're going off. So that was my lunch today. I counted that as probably about 700 calories. Tonight I have got diced chicken, and it's going to be about 250 grams, and that is about 260 calories and about 50 odd protein. And I got some wraps, and the wraps are about 100 each, and I'm going to put some peppers in it as well. So it should be about 700 or 800 calories. So I am counting my calories, Mr. O. So just so you know, sir. but I'm keeping myself accountable for that. And people might think, why the hell are you telling Mr. O this? Because he's a man when it comes to nutrition. So yeah, I am looking at stuff like that at the minute. Yesterday, I had a gorgeous meal yesterday. I was going out for lunch. I had a wrap with chicken. So it was southern fried chicken, fried hummus, and sweet chili. And oh, it was delicious. It was delicious. Now, normally, I would have had some fries with it and stuff. No, just that. That's all I did. So I'm getting there, Mr. O. I'm getting there. I'm slowly but surely. Also, what I'll say to Mr. O, I'm not sure if you, I try not to eat before I walk, and when I come back from walking, I don't like to eat. So that's probably wrong with me, I know, but I also don't know what my calorie intake should be. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at all this. Marky, how are you, sir? How can you not move to this song? I know, I love it. I love it. I got to represent the mods. I would dance for this too. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You're doing great. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Right. So that is most of that. Right. What are we doing next? So I'm avoiding some of this. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm avoiding it. So I can't do pasta. It puts my sugar through the roof. Right. Today is about OCD. So, and I think the only way you can start is I'll put a quick song on because I need to go and do a pee-pee. I know that I shouldn't say that. I need to go for an urination or whatever you call it. I'm not sure if that's nervous energy or not, but I'm going to go do that. So let me put something on quickly for you guys, and then I'll be back and we'll go straight into OCD. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to this part. I find it very difficult to talk about it. So, but we will go into it. So.
Yeah, come on in. Hey! This is the alternate corner in a world that's loud and heavy. We found a quieter way, walking these trails with Jesus, turning darkness into day. OCD tried to chain me, but grace broke every lie. Now I lift my hands and say there's hope on the other side. Welcome to the alternate corner, where faith and real life meet. God is here, you're not alone here. Hearts are healing in the community. Grab your coffee, bring your story, every scar, every fear. We're walking this faith journey, the alternate corners right here. Woo! From anxious thoughts in the midnight to peace that guards my mind, we're stacking hope like wooden blocks, one day, one step at a time. Praying hands on this wooden table, Bible open, hearts awake, building something real together for every soul that needs a break. Welcome to the alternate corner, where faith and real life meet. God is here, you're not alone here. Hearts are healing in the community. Grab your coffee, bring your story, every scar, every fear. We're walking this faith journey, the alternate corners right here. No perfect people, just grace. No shame, just honest space. Come as you are. This is holy.
No worries, KD. My 6-year-old had bad dehydration or heat stroke. No, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you very much, Miss Lindans. I hope. Hey, Marky. Keep up the good work, buddy, here for Cheap Meal Jaffa Cake Fun. Happy days. Thank you, Mr. O. I appreciate that. I do love Jaffa Cakes as well. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. And thank you for reaching out to me as well. I do appreciate you very much so. And thank you for the super chat. Right. So, I did that. So I understand that there's different levels of OCD. In other streams we will discuss OCD in general, about some of the things that you can look out for, some of the things that other people have and things like that. I can only speak about my OCD. There are different levels to OCD, obviously. But again, this stream is about me. My experience with it, which may or may not resonate with some people who have suffered or know people who suffer from it. Doesn't necessarily mean that everyone has the same responses as I do, or everyone acts differently. So don't take what I say as, oh, that's what OCD is. Everyone has different. I think everyone says that they have OCD, and that's fine, but there's different levels, as I say. Won't change my name back. I have no idea. I never changed my name. I only come on here to do streams now. Don't even hardly use my YouTube only a few times for other stuff. So in order for me to tell my story, I have to go back, of how I felt when I was younger. I always thought I was a little bit different to a lot of people. And looking back, you can see that now. In the moment, I didn't see it. I don't understand it. But I always had compulsions without knowing, because I didn't understand what compulsions were. Like, I don't know what that means. But I always felt like if I didn't do certain things, something would go wrong, or like me personally, I would fail a test, or something will happen that wasn't good. And it was only superficial stuff, like I say, passing a test or failing a test if I didn't do certain things. It'd be either I would do facial expressions, various things basically, which is hard to explain because I just vaguely remember when I was younger. I could never. People poke fun at you for doing these things, but I could never explain it. People just think you're weird, And as a child, you all have weird tendencies. We all do, And then as you grow up, the mental health was never a thing. Obviously, when you're younger, like I don't know how it was for you guys, but where I grew up, mental health wasn't a thing. It's not a topic that anyone discussed. It was something that it was never a thing. It's just basically man up and get on with it. That's what it's always been, And to be quite honest with you, it's still the case in a lot of places here where I'm from. People either don't want to, or see it as either somebody's being lazy or they're just weird, and in a lot of ways they need to just grow up or get a job, or whatever. That's the mentality by a lot of people. They don't take it seriously. Now that's not always true. There's a lot of people that have come round to the thought of mental health and the effects of it and the different sides of mental health. So for me, I know that in 2000, I think it's 2010, 2009, 2010. I think it's 2010. No, it might be 2009. I don't fully remember. One of those years. I remember that because I still don't know if this impacted me or not, but I remember I was working hard and stuff. And I remember just outside here, I remember my friend dropped me off about midnight. I'd not been drinking or anything. We'd just come back from the casino. So it'd been a late night, basically. I was walking probably about 100, 200 yards max to my house. And all I remember is waking up and apparently it collapsed on the floor. So, and I didn't obviously realize that. And to be quite honest with you, I normally, when I come in from a night out, I normally just go to bed because you're tired. But for whatever reason, I decided, you know what, I need to go and have a piss. So I did, which is fine, did all that. But for whatever reason, I don't know why I did it. Well, I believe that maybe God uh, put did it for me now. But I put the light on in the bathroom, and I never do that. I never put the lights on or anything like that because you know I know where the toilet is, I know where the sink is, so I don't need to do that. Is my normal response to it. Um, but let me just try and find if I can find this. You see, I should have prepped this before, and I didn't know I was talking about this. To be quite honest with you, let me see this. My photos. Okay, this is better. I got a lot of photos here. Whoa, I got a lot of photos. I'll try. I'm trying to find a photo of what I looked like. But essentially, I looked in the mirror and my face was just full of blood, and I didn't understand like what is going on. Because I remember when I got up from the floor, I was breathless, and I didn't understand what happened. Just thought I tripped and fell. I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought I was being clumsy. But when I looked in the mirror, um, I had lots of blood on my face. Why can't I find the photo? This is annoying. It should be here now. And I'm saying this because if I hadn't looked in the mirror, the doctor said that things could have been a lot worse because I had a lot of blood. I got stitches and stuff on my lip, and I had cuts. I was bleeding quite heavily. And by the time I got to the hospital, my father took me to hospital because I was in a mess, and I was like, I got to hospital just in time, and I was, sick. I was just everything spinning. I'd lost a lot of blood, and I was, they found a bed for me straight away, and they got to work by giving me stitches and all the things, And this is why it's annoying because I wanted to show. It's not a great photo, but it does sort of show what it looked like. You see, I annoy myself sometimes. Why didn't I prep this? No, it's not there. Right, bear with me because I would like to show this picture because I don't know where it is though. I might not be able to. I might have to show this another time because I don't know where it is. I know I posted on Facebook years ago. Do you think I could find it right now? Uh, oh, here we go. Got it. Got it. Let me just save it and I'll bring it up. Save as. Good looking fella. And then I'll bring it here. Oh, will that open it? I don't know. Let me try and see if this will open. Image file. No. Downloads. No. Right, hang on. I might have to. I'm not the most tech savvy. Downloads. Let me see if this works this way. Oh, welcome to the alternate corner, where the host is not the best. So I'm after thumbs out. Okay. Da, 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 da. People ask me, what's your biggest strength? And I always say organization. Right. Where's it gone now? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I got it. Right. Let me save it. Let me save it. We've got it. We got it, people. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we got it. Image. It's a bit thing, but that's me. That's me. That's a picture of me a couple of days afterwards of when it happened. So a little bit of a mess. You can see I got bandages all over my lower jaw and lip. It's because under my nose on the lip, Sarah P will be able to tell you, but I had iodine there. So so all my top one is scratches and bruises or what. I literally fell head first, people. Do you know what I mean? So under my nose they put iodine there because my lip was open, like it was open like a pond type thing. It was just guzzling out um, blood. But I'll be honest with you, the iodine, for whatever reason, the block of iodine worked. But I remember that a nurse is supposed to change it every day. I remember one nurse, lazy cow, I asked her to change it. She didn't change it. And I kept asking her, and she wouldn't change it. And the next day, I asked to see the sister, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And she's quite sharp. And I was like, I've not had my not had my patch, changed in over a day. I'm supposed to have it over every day. And she's like, "Well, no one changed your patch yesterday." I was like, "No." Well, this sister, well, I'm not sure what you guys call them, but we call them sisters, people, the nurses in charge, whoever's in charge. And like, as a sister, I think you have to be quite stern to run your ship. But she was super nice because the nurses were changing it, but they were ripping it, and it was very painful. So I was never looking forward to it. And I remember this sister ripping the nurse, all the nurses basically, because no one changed it, and obviously it stuck to my skin. So it was a hell of a job to get it off, but she did it herself, and she did a great job. And then she did it every single day for me after that in hospital. So God bless her. And it's all got better. Obviously, scarring and stuff still there, but yeah, I mean, this is there a few days afterwards. So you can imagine what it was like when I looked in the mirror. So I don't know if any of this stuff has impacted on me. So I would say this, the day that happened, I can honestly say that was the day it changed my life forever. Um, and I don't think I'm talking about OCD. I think I'm talking about um, in general. I lost all my confidence. I wasn't the same person. So from 2009, 2010, I was never the same person. I never recovered from this. I lost everything in myself. Um, so that marks a huge day. I was never the same person, and a lot of people attribute that accelerated my OCD and brought it more further. So I think that I've got a lot of other stuff wrong with me from the knock. Obviously, I've had all the tests and stuff, but and I had a lot of tests about why it happened in the first place. I had a tilt test. I had all these things, and I'm not sure if you guys do tilt tests, but you're on a bed and you tilted, and you feel lightheaded and stuff. And I had all those tests, and I couldn't really find anything wrong. But yeah, I will say this photo, I would say, represents a huge change in my life. So that is part of my journey, which is why I'm bringing it up. Um, then I'll say that again, my accelerated my mental health. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. and they said the same about me. So they think for me, I had OCD, Lisa, but this accident accelerated it all, um, and made it worse. And so that's why I wanted to show this, because I think this had a huge impact on me and my OCD. Hello, Sue. How are you, my darling? Sorry, chat. I'm not really looking at chat, people, by the way, just because I want to get through this as well. So um, I've not even got to the difficult bit yet. So I would say I had difficulty working. I had difficulty, you know, I, I I just had difficulty with confidence. So I used to be great at public speaking and stuff like that. From this day, I could never public speak ever again. Not properly public speak, that is. Go for interviews was difficult for me. Everything was difficult. Everything's a stress for me. Whenever I'd go for an interview, for as an example, I'd have panic attacks. It was like, and it all happened after this, So, as I say, I think I had OCD anyway, but this just accelerated it even further. So I say all this because I think it was 2016 was the first time I saw a therapist, because I was in a very stressful job. I work in universities, and there was a lot of issues that we had to sack staff. I had to sack staff. Let staff go then. Implement lots of changes. I was working so hard. I was sometimes sleeping in the office. I had a lot of pressure. And 2016 was like my breaking point. And I was like, my compulsions were through the roof, like genuinely through the roof. And various compulsions, like I'd write an email, I have to delete it, rewrite it. If I didn't do that, something bad would happen, but I couldn't explain it. And I'm skipping a little bit here, but I saw therapists, and they were like, "Well, you're just depressed, you just got anxiety." So, and for many years, that's what I thought I had, was anxiety and depression. So, in some ways, I just put it to the side and did what everyone tells me to do: just man up, just get on with it. Everyone's suffering out there. You got it good, and that was the mentality by most people. You got a family, you got a job, you got a very good job, well paid. What are you whinging about? Just get on with it. And that was always the attitude. I think for me, 2020, like even leading up to 2020, I was struggling all the time. Ill confidence, with anxiety, with depression. Every single day I was battling. And it got to the point where, 2020, obviously, that disease came in and stuff. I'm living on my own, and there's a lot happening, obviously, for all of us. But I think for me, accelerated everything. And I'm clumsy by telling this story, but I will play this this song, because this explains a little bit before I actually speak about it. But this speaks a little bit about what I went through at that time, and then I'll speak about it. So. From the time I was a kid, something fell off in my head. Compulsions in the quiet, didn't know what they meant. Walked around every morning like a stranger in my own skin. No map, no reason, just the way caving me in. Therapy called it depression, threw anxiety on the pile, but they never saw the rituals I fought behind my smile. I was drowning when nobody else could even see, battling demons in my mind that wouldn't set me free. I came real close to ending it, thought
dark was gonna win. 2 years locked behind four walls, couldn't let the world back in. But my parents pulled me from the edge, brought me back under their roof. Without their love, I'd be 6 feet under, telling the truth. Now I'm standing in the light, still scared, but I'm breathing. God whispered, be vulnerable, son. It's time you start speaking. I still fight the depression, panic storms rolling through. But every morning I choose to get up and see them through. I ain't perfect, hell I'm far from it, but look how far I've come. I'm learning to be proud of who I'm becoming. Yeah. 3 years on this YouTube road, reaching out to reconnect. Some days it's trials and hard times, new faces I don't expect. But every comment, every message feels like a thread of hope restored. From shutting in to reaching out, like my spirit got reborn. I believe there's a purpose in every tear and every scar. God's writing this whole story, and He's telling me who you are. I don't like talking about it, but this pain ain't mine to hide. If my broken pieces help you, then I'll lay 'em on the line. My parents pulled me from the edge, brought me back under their roof. Without their love, I'd be 6 feet under, telling the truth. Now I'm standing in the light, still scared, but I'm breathing. God whispered, be vulnerable, son. It's time you start speaking. I still fight the depression, panic storms rolling through. But every morning I choose to get up and see them through. I ain't perfect, hell I'm far from it, but look how far I've come. I'm learning to be proud of who I'm becoming. I knew the K was different, but I couldn't see the plan. Now I see the full picture, held together by His hand. All those compulsions, that darkness, the years I couldn't breathe, they were leading me right here, where my story sets me free. Yeah, I still got the battles, but I ain't ashamed no more. I carry all these scars like trophies the Lord restored. To anybody listening, fighting demons of your own, you're not alone in this, brother. You're never alone. I'm not perfect, but I'm here. God wants me to share it, so here goes. Here I am, vulnerable.
So that hits me because I wrote that for my parents, because like the words of the song, like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So, and I know people will joke about that and go, well, of course you wouldn't have been here because, um, but that's where I was. Um, I can't speak. Oh, I told you it's difficult. Do you know what I mean? Um, and I think that's why I wrote the song, because it's easier to say it, you know. Fuck. I said I wasn't going to swear. But yeah, as you can tell, like, you know, so 2020, you know, living on my own, stuff like that. I just, oof. Thank you to the chat. Thank you, thank you. Abel Sketty. Hey, Ashley. Sorry, just got to distract myself for a second. Thank you, thank you. I mean, you go through with Lacey, do you know what I mean? So you need that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's okay, Lonnie. We love you. I'm in EMDR therapy now and starting the therapy next week. A lot of us are going through stuff you know, I know. I appreciate you, hippie chick. It's to swear sometimes, yes. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Dave. So I knew I wouldn't get through this without crying. I get emotional about this bit. I only get emotional about this bit because obviously it's huge, you know, because I know that I wouldn't be here if they weren't supportive parents that were willing to, you know, look after me. So my thought process was, you know, so when you got compulsions and intrusive thoughts, you know, you go through this thing where it's like your self-worth, everything, just you don't have it, basically. Oof. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Marky. Um, oh fuck! I tell you, it's this bit I just struggle with. After this bit, I'm fine, but jeepers. Thank you, Miss Lynn. So there are times where I got to switch the chat off a bit. I got to switch the chat off for a second. Sorry, it's just I need to just concentrate. It's all love, though, people. Thank you so much. It's one of those things where, um, in life, you know, you got to look at what your priorities are and stuff like that. And a lot of people will have estate children wherever your why is, you know. And for me, it's slightly different because I don't have children, but I have nieces, obviously. But in a weird way, when I was at my darkest, my nieces weren't. I love them to bits, but they weren't in my thought process because they have my sister, her partner, they have a mother, father, you know, all of these things, you know, so they don't need me, is how I viewed it. But you know, obviously your parents, and I'm a mummy's boy. You know, for those that you know me, I'm 100% mummy's boy, and I just couldn't do it. Oh man, I knew it was gonna be like this as well. But I think I have to go through it because when you talk about your journey, I know many people have reached out about their own journeys and how about that they've been so close to not being here. So me being vulnerable and speaking about it means, hopefully it helps one person, so but yeah, I I couldn't go through with it at the time because my parents obviously, but specifically my mother, because for those that don't know, I have a sister who is 3 years younger than me, and I have two brothers. One who is 2 years younger, and one that is 7 years older. My oldest and the my two brothers, they died when they were younger, when they were like days old, like I think it was 3 and 5 years old. Um, so she'd been through that. Oh, I wish I had tissues now, which is why I couldn't pull her through that. So when it comes to your family, your children, whatever your why is and what keeps you here, um, don't you know my like I can only speak about my parents, about they were my why. So wherever your child's why is, it's fine as long as they have a why. Give them a reason to live. It's so important, you know. And for a lot of people, the reason that they stay around is for their own children and stuff like that. There's always a reason. And that was my reason. So I being able to admit that was huge, because being able to open up and say, look, I'm not okay. I can't do it. I'm not going to be here. And the thought of, you know, ending yourself, I just couldn't do it. So yeah, I know that's not a great way to put it, maybe, but I just can't get the words if I'm being honest. So um, yeah, so that was a difficult part for me. That 2020 being that low where you just want to leave this world. I know how easy it is because I was there, you know. So oh, and my youngest daughter told me she had bad thoughts, not wanting to be here on the 15th birthday last year. She's doing so much better now, thank God. Good. It's yeah. I'm even glad she was able to tell you that. That's not easy either to admit that. So and no person wants to hear that. Hey Bill, no, you're right. Hey PJ, no parent does. So, but yeah, so I that's 2020 was my realization of right. I can't. I have to do something because if I don't, I'm not going to be here. So that was a big part of it. So that bit, I mean, I could go deeper into it, but I'm struggling. If you can't see I'm struggling, I'm freaking struggling. I can't do it properly, but you get the gist of it, which is why I wanted to, you know, speak about it truthfully. And I know some people will view it as weakness, but I don't really care. Like, it's not something I've ever spoken about before because you know how people are, they twist your words and they just use it against you, especially in this realm and social media and stuff like that. People view everything as a weakness and just chuck it back in your face. I'm at that stage where I'm off social media pretty much, and I don't really care anymore because, as I've said in my pilot episode, if my journey helps one person, so that will be great. I will be very happy because the many people have reached out to me about their own struggles. It's, I can't help that much because obviously if you want to share it, that's fine. But I got no advice except to talk about my journey. Hello, Miss Gold. Nice to see you. So yeah, so that's where that is. So from 2020, I was, obviously we had that disease and stuff. So and people were inside anyway. But for many years after that, I was reclusive. I couldn't leave the house. I just struggled with it. I couldn't do it. I'd go outside to the garden and that's it. I just couldn't leave and see people and stuff like that. So that as a part of OCD, because for me, if my OCD means that if I cook a meal, for instance, I can cook the meal. If it's a cheese on toast, for instance, I can make it, but then I can't eat it until I do these compulsions. And the compulsions might last 4 hours, 8 hours, and I can't eat until I've done them. And the compulsions could be anything from washing my hands 150 times to pressing the light bulb, the switch on for lights, 2,000 times. Um, it could be anything. It could be rearranging a room. It could be anything. You can't eat until you've done it. Couldn't drive. Still struggle with driving because I have thoughts that something bad's going to happen. So I can't. I struggle to drive. Um, um, when it involves other people, I have compulsions for other people. If I like those people, then I have compulsions. Um, because if I don't go through the ritual of compulsions, then something bad's going to happen to that person. Now, as a sane person, is something bad going to happen to that person? Very unlikely. But as an OCD person, my brain doesn't work like that. It works on the fact that I believe if I don't do it, something bad will happen. And why, if you love somebody or care for somebody, would you even risk that? So you do the compulsive, you do the rituals. And no matter what the rituals are, I mean, like I say, they could take 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours through the night. Um, Whatever it takes, it doesn't make a difference. It takes as long as it takes. I have OCD now when I walk, and I don't prep a walk because I know when I come to certain areas on my walk, my OCD will take over and that will guide me and go, right, you need to go this way because if you don't, something bad's going to happen. So my walks are dictated by my OCD. Hey, how are you doing, Tim? So there's a lot to it, and um, I remember, I could say, going back to cooking food, the amount of food that I've cooked that I wasn't able to eat because it was stone cold by the time I got the rituals, and even now, like when I cook, I have to um, consistently wash my hands. Even streaming, I have to wash my hands. I have to do certain things before I can even switch the stream on. So there's a lot to it, you know. Um, Hello. How are we doing, Lucien Fontaine? So I didn't see you there. I hope you're doing well. Um, so whatever the compulsions are, like whatever Lacey has, whatever your son has, Daffodil, everyone has different ones. And I can speak more about compulsions. My compulsions again. I'm very open about them. Like my brain works in mysterious ways. Moogs are like in compartments. So my brain doesn't function the same as what a lot of your brains will function. My brain's very slow, and everything has to have. I analyze everything. Everything has to make sense. Um, I have to make space for everything in my head, and if it doesn't make sense, I can't continue with it. In the sense of it doesn't fit in my head. Even doing this show was difficult because it took me forever to just be like, why am I doing this? What's the purpose of it? In the end, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna trust God, and I'm just gonna do this. And whatever comes of it, comes of it. Whether this realm of the show happens for another few weeks, another few months, another few years, I have no idea. I don't know. This is the most uncomfortable I've ever been in front of a camera. So, or in speaking, it's not easy. It's not easy being vulnerable. I don't like it. I'll be honest with you. I really don't like talking about these things, but I do it because I hope it serves purpose for helping just one person, or just even helping to educate some people. And I think one of the main things I would say to educate people, um, you know, is speak to your loved ones about it, in the sense of be patient with them. It's hard for them to explain everything, because I find it very hard to explain even now to all of you about my compulsions and stuff. You will have mood swings. Excuse me. Your mood swings, people think you're grumpy or you're down, something. Your mood swings, for me, if I lose my temper, it's because I'm frustrated, not with that person. I'm frustrated with myself because I can't do certain things, or I believe that if I don't do these compulsions, something bad will happen to them. And it's very frustrating because they don't understand that. They get frustrated with you because you're not able to do something for them. And it's like, even I remember my mother asking me to take a newspaper to the store, um, because we had the wrong one or something. I just couldn't do it because that meant I had to grab the paper, go into the store, talk to somebody, and I just couldn't do it. And I remember snapping back. I'm like, no, just leave it. And she was obviously not happy. She's pissed at me. And I could explain that I can't do it because I physically can't leave the house. I can't touch that paper and give it to somebody else. I can't talk to that person, um, for whatever reason was at the time. And all that sounds weird. That's why I don't like talk about these things. So, um, no worries, Super Chick. So yeah, everyone has different kind of OCD. So try and find out what they have and how they deal with it. Some people won't want to say it, but what you read sometimes, you know, online stuff it's not always true to everybody. A lot of stuff I read online, it's not applicable to me whatsoever. But people say that's OCD. Well, yeah, sure, it might be, but it's not. It's not my OCD. Since last year, oops, new school made friends and got her driver's license. She still has a struggle, but learning how to deal with it. Happy days, happy days, happy days. That's what you want to hear. And so for me, as I say, I was reclusive for many years. I couldn't leave the house. And I'll talk about the lack of funding and the lack of um, knowledge in our government and our system for mental health. Is very lacking. So it might be different everywhere else. So yeah, for me, if you remember, I started my channel in 2023, March 2023. And there's various reasons why I started, because I wanted to get a voice, and I was agitated. It's interesting because during that time was when I was reclusive, and that's when I used to be a bit more of a keyboard warrior, and I'd be on Twitter all the time because I had no life basically. I didn't leave the house. I didn't do anything. I was putting weight on, um, and I would just be like, if you see people now, um, fighting against each other on X and stuff like that, I can't deal with it because the lives can't be fulfilled because I've been there, and the only way I was able to do that was because I had no life and spend all that time on there. So that's why I want to get off social media. Mental health resources are lacking everywhere. At least you can acknowledge you were off and not being yourself. You know that you don't want to be it anymore. Yes, the frustrating bit is, the other people not understanding. And in that situation, many situations, you're not angry at that person whatsoever. You're angry at yourself, and you just can't convey that because you're frustrated. So imagine when you are frustrated about something, you just go, for F sakes. You just, the other person might think you're on about them, but no, you're on about yourself. You just can't convey that sometimes. Um, I I went to happy days, Lisa. I I went to see my local GP, my local doctors. I remember going in about 4 or 5 times, nothing. I had zero support. They didn't care. That's how it felt anyway. Until I saw one doctor, and he was great. He took the time. He showed me compassion, and he signposted me to a again, at the time I was reclusive, but I pushed myself to go and actually see a doctor. That took forever for me to go and see a doctor, because I wanted to get better. And yeah, he showed compassion, and that's why I started going once a week to this clinic, for fitness, to try and lose weight, because exercise is supposed to be good for your mind and stuff like that. So I started doing that once a week, and it was with, like, I was the youngest there, and I was with people in their like 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, some 80s as well, probably. And so I did that. I pushed myself to go there, but it would take me hours to get right to go there on a Tuesday morning. To go there, it took me hours to go through compulsions just to get there. But I would go there for 50 minutes, an hour, and then come home, and that's the only time I'd leave the house. Then eventually I went on to therapy, um, and this is my sound arrogant, but initially therapy didn't help me because it wasn't stimulating for me. So you have to get the right kind of therapy and the right kind of therapist. Because initially I think they just gave me like, I don't think she was, I think she was like a trainee counselor or something. I don't know. In any case, nice person, um, but it was not challenging in my mind. I didn't get anything from it. So then I got signposted then to actually the top psychologist, therapist, whatever you call it, in our county, and that helped me a lot. I had to do um, loads of testings and stuff like that, and that's when they found out, no, hang on, it's not just anxiety, depression. You literally, I didn't even know this, but you literally have come out with the highest score you could have for OCD. You can't cheat this test. You can't cheat it. You can't. It's a test that I had no idea what I was doing. I was taking, and they said she has never seen a higher score for OCD before. So I have very severe OCD, which that put a label on it, which helped. That helped me understand why I was the way I was, why I don't like I like to be, and maybe this plays in part of what my accident in 2010. I like to be on my own a lot. I don't like people. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just I have to have my own space and stuff. So I struggle a lot. I used to be quite personal, but that's a little bit fake. Not fake, but I like people, but in small doses. I will sit for a whole day just sitting there and thinking to myself, trying to make everything make sense. Um, I know I'm brushing over the compulsions and intrusive thoughts, but I think we can go over some of them another time as well. Anyway. Um, but like your intrusive thoughts doesn't necessarily mean that you will unalive yourself. It means that sometimes, like y- you know, s your closest person, your mother, if you don't do this, your mother is gonna die. She will die. Of what? I have no idea. If I don't do this compulsion right here, right now, I may take me 8 hours, but I'm going to do every single one of those repetitions. Because if I don't, she's going to die. So those people are very close to you. You're going to do everything to make sure that they don't die. And I know, logically, it's not going to happen, but you can't be logical with your brain, and not just OCD, but with mental health. You just can't be logical, and those are the reasons why people push on to unalive themselves, because they just can't deal with it. They can't deal with every day waking up thinking, "I got to do all these compulsions, repetitive things, in order for me and my loved ones not to die," and that's their whole day. They might sleep for like 2 hours, but they're drained. That is their whole day. Hey, bad Dazza. So it's really hard to put into words how it wo- how it works. But you can, like, I've been in bed for 2 weeks in a row, every day for 2 weeks, because I couldn't function. It just got the better of me, So you go into those dark places. I still go to those dark places every day, but the difference now is I manage it a little bit better. I don't fight it as much. I just put it into compartments, and my brain is full of compartments where I file stuff away in my head, which is funny because I'm the most disorganized person I know, and filing and stuff does not make sense, but it has to make sense in my brain. And if it doesn't make sense, then nothing works. So everything has to have a place, everything has to have a reason. And sometimes that sucks. And those of you know that if you follow me on Facebook, I got rid of 600 people on Facebook. It's because I haven't got the capacity for all these people on Facebook. Um, you don't have you, again. There's a lot of people. You've probably seen some quotes I put about you got to get rid of people in your life, and that's I've had to get rid of people in my life because they're toxic, and I have to look after myself and do what's right for me, and that's hard because I have a lot of empathy for people. I know what I rather care for other people, and I'm always been that way. Just I care for other people and not care for myself. Um, but it's switching that to actually care for yourself. Because if you don't care for yourself, then you're not going to be around here for long. Which is why I've had to rid of some people in my life, and there will obviously be more as they come along. And for me, it's a message to myself: don't hang on to people that are not worthy of your time, um, or don't invest so much in people that are not worthy of your time. I invested in a lot of people, and I shouldn't have invested that time. I should have invested that time in myself. So don't neglect yourself. It's no one's gonna look after yourself more than you're gonna look after yourself. Do you know what I mean? So and that's why I started walking, trying to lose weight. That's why, I say I was in a bad place. My bloods were not great, everything. And now, as I say, as of today, um, touch woods, they're all in a good place. But that takes work. And also, you know, for instance, I'll use Lacey as an example. Lisa, she's gonna fall off the wagon. It's part and parcel of it. She's gonna have bad days, but knowing that you're there for her, no matter what, with zero judgment, is that's all you can do. Because knowing that knowing that you got a safe space is huge. I remember, so I had to push myself to, in order to win the battle, you've got to push yourself. And I've always been like that. I want to push myself to boundaries. I remember when I went over to Boston. So um, mostly know I went over to Dublin and stuff like that. But what some people don't know is when I got to Dublin, obviously I'm traveling on my own for the first time in many years. I had a huge panic attack in Dublin, and getting off the ferry, I just literally had a huge panic attack. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was really in a mess, and I probably looked like a mess because I remember a staff member from Stena Line, one of the ferry companies, coming up to me and was like, "Just breathe. Is everything okay? Are you?" I was like, "I'm just having a panic attack," and she just pulled me to the side, got my cases with me, and just took me in, and just helped me out. Her compassion was just so awesome. I actually was on the verge of turning back to go back to Wales and not going to Boston. So I don't think I've ever told that to people, but there was that part. I was going to jump back on the next ferry to go back to Wales because I just couldn't cope with it. But I remember speaking to my family about it, and they were just so encouraging about just go, 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 go. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. As in, don't you want to do this? So push yourself to do it. But if you don't want to do it, then we're coming out to get you. So you're not on your own. We'll drive out now and get you. We'll also jump on a ferry now and come out and get you and take you to the airport if you want to. So there was a lot of that. But I once I left the ferry port and got to the hotel, and things started clicking into place. I was fine. Spoke to my parents. Spoke to my family, and everything was good. So I was able to go. Obviously, I was nervous and stuff like that, as anybody would be anyway. But I actually wasn't that bad. Flying, I was okay. But there was a very real possibility that I would have turned back. I'm obviously glad now I didn't, and I pushed through it. But in the moment, I remember how easy it would have been for me just jump back on that ferry and go home. But in the back of my mind, I was like, "Oh, cheapers! I'm going to let so many people down if I don't go." So that ate away at me as well. So, but I did it. I was happy I did it. But even second time when I Boston, I still was, it was still hard for me to go, um, because of my anxiety for it and stuff. But also OCD can be a positive as well. I'm not going to just say it's all negative. I try and utilize my OCD as a positive, um, because it pushes me. So what I try and do with my brain is, you know, rather than just looking at negatives all the time, actually, okay, well, if it's going to force me to do stuff, why don't you force me to walk then? So I have to walk because if I don't, something bad's going to happen. So for me, that's a positive aspect. So I enjoy walking. I'm enjoying it. So it forces me to do it. It takes me in directions I don't know about. I don't want to go sometimes, but it forces me to go. So I try and look at that as positive. Some people will look at that as a negative because obviously your OCD is forcing you, and you're allowing your OCD to force you. So for me, sometimes it's fine. I mean, I'd rather just deal with it in my own way. And I know that probably doesn't make much sense for people, but when you have a brain like this, not much does make sense. What 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 a normal person could comprehend in like 30 seconds will take me 3 days. For example, it'll just eat away in me. If it doesn't make sense to me, I just can't do it. So everything has to make sense to me. And if it doesn't, then I struggle with it. Um, and that's with life, with anything. Um, I mentioned 2023, I started this um, channel, and again, some of it was because of trials, but the deep-rooted reason was because of my OCD, because I was reclusive. I wasn't speaking to anybody. I wasn't meeting anybody. I wasn't. So me doing this was again an example of me pushing myself outside my comfort zone to put myself on camera and to speak to people. So that was huge for me, and that was part of my journey with OCD. I didn't want to do any of that stuff, so I try and look at my where I was, ready to unalive myself, to being reclusive for many years, not able to leave the house, to being obesely overweight, and I'm still obese, obviously, but um, to having my bloods in the danger zones, to being a complete mess, to try and push myself to better myself. Um, and I will say this with pretty much zero help from our government and from our mental health services, except for one therapist. Obviously, she was very good, and my doctor, he's very, very good. Apart from those two within that realm, everyone else was useless. Um, yeah, it's sad piece. It's very underfunded. Everything's underfunded. I get that, but people just don't understand it. People understand disability because obviously you can see it. They believe, but physical disability is different from mental disability. Mental disability, people believe that they have been to university or have read books about it in research, but not everybody fits in the same way. One person's OCD is different from other people's OCDs, and also other conditions. There's so many other conditions out there that people read a book and think they know about it. Well, actually, until you're actually in that brain, I don't speak about other conditions because I don't live in that condition. I can only speak about OCD and my experience with OCD. And I know some people, you know, um, I think a lot of people say they have OCD, and that's fine. But just remember, there's different levels to it. You know, some people's OCD, they have to have an even number. Like I have to have that as well, but will that even number make you want to unalive yourself? If it's an odd number, will you go and unalive yourself or have that thought process? That's mine. That's what I live with. That's why I battle every day. Um, on the face of it, I look fine. Inside, I on days I'm crippled. But I will say this: I deal with it. We need a song. Let's have a song because I'm boring you all. This is a song I wrote.
Lights fade, faces pass. I put on my skin, smiling out darkness in, hiding what's within. It's easy to look through me, but never deep enough. You see steady hands, calm words, but you don't see the rough edges cut inside where shadows twist and roam. There's a war behind my eyes, I fight on my own. You ask how I'm feeling, I answer out of habit. Always say I'm fine, though the truth is more erratic. Some days it feels heavier, silent but strong. If you wonder why, just know it's been here all along. I wish I could let you in, but these walls keep me safe. Solitude surrounds me, gives my darkness its own place. Stop telling me I'll be fine when you have no idea what I'm going through. Every dawn breaks the same, fighting battles in disguise. Everything will be okay, so don't stress. I'm learning what it means to make it through another night. Just leave me alone, please. That's how I survive. Some days I breathe easily, some it's just the toss. But I won't wear my weakness like a question that you ask. Compulsions take their toll, but quiet's my domain. I keep my secrets close, the storm behind my name. If you're here beside me, it means I let you close. Please don't try to fix me, this is where I'm most unraveled yet together, imperfect by design. Just let me keep pretending, don't ask for every lie. It's not for lack of trust, it's peace I try to find. You don't need to understand the scars I hide behind. Stop telling me I'll be fine when you have no idea what I'm going through. Every dawn breaks the same, fighting battles in disguise. Everything will be okay, so don't stress. I'm learning what it means to make it through another night. Just leave me alone, please. That's how I survive. I'm not asking for your answers, just some space to breathe. All these broken pieces found a place inside of me. If tomorrow comes with thunder, I'll weather it alone. But if you really matter, stay. Don't push me to be shown. Stop telling me I'll be fine when you have no idea what I'm going through. Every dawn breaks the same, fighting battles in disguise. Everything will be okay, so don't stress. I'm learning what it means to make it through another night. Just leave me alone, please. That's how I survive. On the outside I'm unbroken, but it's darker underneath. If you stand here at my side, know you're special to me. I'll pretend to be okay, don't be hurt. When I pull away, everything will be okay. So don't stress, that's just who I am. It's the only way.
Howdy y'all, I am Sarah P. coming at you from the alternate corner. Welcome back to the stream. Hope y'all feeling right. We got the good vibes flowing every single night. Talking about Jesus, supporting each other, and laughing till we cry. Like and subscribe to the alternate corner. Josie got that fire, y'all, so behave and smash that does her thing. Alternate corner, the best dang stream. Nexie in the back, so people get on it, like and subscribe. Come on now, hit that button, make the numbers tick. Y'all are the best, much love from me. Alternate corner, Texas style energy. Thank y'all so much, now make my day. Go on and smash it, y'all.
So if you don't want to listen to me, then make sure you listen to Sarah P and smash that button. So in terms of like things you can do, I obviously take medicine for it. Well, the one thing I found out in my experience is that, again, medicine doesn't always work the same for everybody. I went through a few before I felt okay. So what I'm on now, I feel good. I play about with the doses. Start off with one brand. I tried to do all of this without medicine. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't cope. And now I am on medicine, and I feel like it does balance me a lot. And I forget I haven't taken my medicine today. But if some of you mentioned that you've got children who've got OCD and they're on medicine, just know that there's lots of different medicine out there. You need to get the right one for you to see what the balance is. Don't be afraid to push back and ask for other ones if it doesn't quite work for you. It's supposed to help you, so if it doesn't help, it's not working. There's different levels and stuff. So talk to your doctor, consultant, wherever it is. It took me forever. It's I'm probably my fourth year now, and I think mine's okay now, or it feels okay. So I'm sticking with it for now, but it may not be okay. Going back to my brain, we're all also very different how we process things. Again, I just what I hate more than anything is this stigma that one size fits all for mental health, or all size fits all for OCD. We're all different in the same way that we, as human beings, we're all different. We've got all different personalities. We do things differently. It's the same with somebody who's got OCD or mental health. We all deal with it and face it in different ways. I've really tried to look at it positively and try to better myself from it, which has backfired because, as I say, the more you try, the less support you get. Because it's seen in mental health world that if you're able to drive yourself or do something, then there's no issues. You're fine. Those are the stuff that they tell me. When I've tried to ask for support for various things, it's like, well, you can leave the house, so you're fine. It's like, well, no. What about the 12 hours of compulsions? You don't care about that, do you? Do you know what I mean? And they don't. Most people don't care. So it does feel lonely sometimes. And that's why I implore to people, if you are listening to this on replay or now, that whatever your condition is, it is lonely. I know it's lonely because I feel lonely all the time. But I'm also fine with that. I prefer that, if that makes sense. I much prefer to be alone. I am my own best friend, and that's okay. Some others prefer in other ways. So, it's fine, Katie. It's all good. I agree about that, sir. So what my message is, even not just OCD, but for any condition, don't rely on what you read on the internet. The only way you're going to really know is to ask that person to explain it to you. and be non-judgmental. And that's hard for some people because lots of people like to like roll their eyes and go, cheap, let's just get on with it. Exactly, that'll later my brain will attack me. I'll replay even my messages here. Was it too much, too little? Exactly. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I'm exactly the same. I over explain everything because I always get worried that I either offended somebody or I've not explained something well enough for somebody. And then I have to over explain everything. It's a nightmare. So that's why I'm lonely at times. But yeah, the way we process things, as I say, I'm very slow at processing things. Very, very slow. It can take me days and weeks to process the simplest thing. If it doesn't make logical sense to my brain, it will take over my head all the time. I will think about it all the time. And it plays on you. And you know what? The reason people don't speak out about it because you sound like a freak show. You know, I understand that all this sounds very weird to people, and they're like, people can't comprehend it. I wish I was in that situation, but I'm not. God gave me this, and He's like, I trust in you to deal with it. And that's the way I look at it. I don't necessarily look at it as a pain anymore. I look at it as a something that, it's a condition God gave me. And it's like, in some ways, He gave it to me so I can come on stream. This is how I try and think of it. He gave me this condition so, and to go through all that hurt in order for me to sit on a stream right now in front of 10 people. Is it, yeah, 10 people and speak of this experience because maybe just one of you out of the 10 people here, this will help you. Or it might be someone from crew. I was asked why you doing this, putting yourself in this position where you don't want to do it. And it's because I want to help somebody. I used to worry before about numbers when I was covering trials. You see numbers dwindling. Oh no, what? For this channel right now, I don't care about numbers. This is something for me that's more than numbers. This is, this is my life. You know, my problem is overthinking all the time. Is that part of OCD? Yes, I overthink everything. I'm a professional overthinker. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's only OCD though, Rhonda. It can be other conditions, you know what I mean? But overthinking everything. Like I used to overthink stuff and cry because it's unbearable sometimes. I will, after this stream, overthink this stream. Should I have done this stream? Should, I cried on the stream. You know, I you'll overthink everything. You'll worry about what others think about it. You'll worry about all sorts of things. I will regret doing it. I'll be happy I've done it. I will never rewatch it again because I can't rewatch myself. So I'll worry about whether I've given enough information, how much more I have to really give. You know, was it helpful to people? Was it not helpful to people? What else could I have done to better it for people? Will it make sense for people? What if it doesn't make sense to people? Oh no, me saying, don't believe everything on Google. Shit. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because maybe just go Google as a starter so you get this will all be in my head. That's me. There you go. Well, also, it doesn't necessarily mean it's OCD, but it might be part of something else, Rhonda. But definitely, this is my world. I'm such an extrovert, introvert, whatever that actually is. But Sika is so small in real life, and I won't allow it to get bigger, which is probably why I like smaller channels. I would say something else, but we're not that kind of channel anymore. So, but we don't need to go there. I'm a massive overthinker as well, and Rhonda said I hate myself sometimes. Rhonda, I hate myself every single day. Absolutely every day. I will be in the mirror, and I've done it today. And I've told myself, you're a piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. I do it every single fucking day. Sorry, therapy. Every single day. I look myself in the mirror and tell myself how useless I am. And I have to fight it. I've done it many times where I've said to the mirror, this world would be a better place without you. So it's what it is. But Katie said about that. Katie, I've been reducing my circle a lot. And I think I view it now as lots of different circles and who will have access to me or not. And it's not meant to be offensive, but you can only take on what you can take on. And if people don't understand that, then do you want them in your life anyway? I mean, that's the way I look at it. I never used to look at it that way, but that's the way I start to look at it now, because it's like, you know, you've got to be happy. Observer of my environments before I speak a word, lol. Trust no one and never answer calls you don't know. I swear, remind myself of that daily. I overthink, but also I don't answer calls either. Don't overthink this streamer, man. We all are loving it. We very brave and sweet. Thanks, Mark. It's just the way I am, though. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's just the way I am. It'll be it, and I'm fine with that. You know, I expect that. I expect it. Even numbers. I have to have even numbers as well. I have to tell my brain to f off sometimes out loud when I forget I'm in public. Yeah, listen, I do every day. As I can say, I shout myself all the time. In the mirror. It's frustrating. Good man. But that's it. Katie opened the door there massively. I was like, she was teasing you, Bad Dazza, but you're a good boy. Also, Bad Dazza, can I ask you a question? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but why is your... So when I go on my personal account, the Dylan 12D account, you don't exist. My messages, you don't exist. Like, it just says member rather than Bad Dazza. On my El Chappy Sports Show account, you're up as Bad Dazza. You don't have an account on my on my personal one, but you do on my sports one. My circle's definitely changed. Mine's changed. Oh shit. Mine's changed, and it will continue to change. Right, play a song because I need to go to the toilet, and I need to finish in no more than another 30 minutes. So let me go to the toilet quickly. Let's play this song, and then let's time it. Can I do everything in a minute? Probably not, but we'll try, people. I'll try and do this in a minute. Oh, actually, no, let's not rush it. Let's play this then. Let's play this.
The morning shines and wakes my soul. With open eyes I see it whole. Here at the alternate corner we explore, turning shadows into hopeful doors. Each twist, every wild surprise, fresh horizons in our eyes. Laughter echoes wild and deep. This adventure's ours to keep. No more hiding from what comes near. We welcome all and draw it near. Amor fati, embrace the flow. The golden highs, the gentle lows. Every page, each lesson learned. Radiant days now. deeper than the last in this corner. Rules reformed and new open hearts. Minds broad and true, friends may wander, seasons shift, yet every breath feels like a gift. With every hope for what's begun, the brightest days have just begun. We meet each dawn, we praise the dark. Every moment leaves its mark. Amor fati, embrace the flow, the golden highs, the gentle lows. Every page, each lesson learned. Radiant days, now watch us burn aglow. Amor fati, break on through, spinning with joy. Just me and you, our melody, our woven fate. Radiant days, let's celebrate. Yes to the wonder, yes to the light, yes to the stars that spark the night. Sunny days and stormy weather, we seek the light, we shine together. Yes to the wild, yes to the dream. Life sparkles brighter than it seems. Amor fati, embrace each call. Endless marvel standing tall. Every heartbeat, breath we take. Radiant days, no traces of ache. Amor fati, hear our cry. We soar high, we touch the sky. This is our joy, this is our truth. Radiant days for me and you. Radiant days. Yes, radiant days.
So, Badaza, this is what I get for you. I can't show it fully because obviously you know why. The pictures there. But that's what I have for you on my personal account. It just comes up as member. If I go into your profile, you don't exist. So I've got to be careful here because you can imagine what things Badaza has been sending me. So that's all I'll show on that because I don't want to risk it losing this channel. Most people would never speak to anyone else the way they speak to themselves. We should be kind of, I try and learn that. I've been doing videos about forgiveness and all everything like that, and be kind to yourself. It's so easy to say those words, but it's so hard to do. Not got a clue on that with the land. I keep my circle small and do not mind that it's small. Yes, and I'd be making it small, and I'll be making it even smaller. You just have to, and it's no offense to people. It's just you have to do it. I find my life is so much more calmer. I'm a ghost, must be. But you're fine in the El Chapi Sports Show one. Jimmy, let me just go on that. Can I see that one? Then I'll finish off on my final topic then. I mean, there's so much more we can talk about, obviously, but also happy to take questions. You know what I mean? If you've got questions, ask your questions. Let me go in here to see. But does right, but you are. This is you, Bud does it on my El Chapi one. But not on the other one. That's very weird, Bud does it. But anyway, so my final subject for today, anyway, unless people have questions, is one element that people find interesting, and I made a video about it, but honesty compulsions, and I think people struggle with it to comprehend it. Um, that is strange. Well, I mean, um, I like it's a blessing and a curse. Okay, I am compulsively honest. I am brutally honest about everything. I don't lie. The reason I don't lie is because if I do, then something bad's going to happen to that person or to me or to somebody close to me. Yeah, I'm strange without there you go, bad does it. So I can't lie. I hate it. Because and when I say I hate it, it's because I say I hate this because you can cause offense with it. A good example for you. We're going to a funeral for my mother's uncle on next Friday, and she was trying some tops on. And you can imagine when my father was giving his opinions. Yeah, fine, fine, fine. And obviously, I didn't know this. I walk in and she's like, right, let me put all the tops on for you, see what you. It's like, no, 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 no. I tell exactly. I critique it. It's like, no, this, that, and the. I have to be truthful to her. And my father's like, fuck, that means she's going to go shopping again. I'm like, yeah, but I can't tell that she looks good in it when she doesn't. As much as I would love to tell her, you look great in that, I can't because something bad's going to happen to her. So I am always, always honest, which is why I'd never have to worry about what I say. Because when you speak the truth, but some people are asking, when you see somebody out and like they are dressed up in whatever, would you go up to somebody and say, "Oh my God, what are you wearing?" And the answer to that is no. I would only the only time that I would give comment on what you're wearing is if you asked me. So please never ask me what you're wearing. So here's what my message is. And I pre-warn everyone, don't ask me an opinion about you or what you're wearing because you may not 100% always like what I have to say. And it's not because I want to hurt you or anything. It's because if I don't tell you the truth, something bad's going to happen to you. And if that means you're going to hate me, then so be it. But that means in my mind, nothing bad's going to happen to you. So I'd rather lose a friend than anything bad to happen to somebody. So that's what I mean. It's a bit of a curse as well. That when you're approached by people that know that you'll be honest and they don't like the answer, they go. Do you know what I mean? And I've lost many friends because of it. I've lost a lot of friends that were surprised with my answers to some of their questions, and that's why I hate it. And I don't never set out to offend. And I know everyone says, "Oh, honesty is always the best policy," and I'm always on, about yourself. I'm always honest and stuff like that. But I can guarantee you that if your friend came up to you and she did not look good, well, maybe not. Like for most men, I would say you don't tell a woman what she looks like. Do you know what I mean? I never do unless I'm asked, and I hate it. And that's why I avoid everything because I don't want to be asked, just in case. Now, sometimes they will look great, and if you do look great, I tell you, you look fucking great. But if you don't, that's where the problem lies. When I was young, I did like, oops. Um, when I was young, I did like, I hate even admitting it, I was a seriously damaged kid and didn't understand life. Now I was honest, I punished myself for it daily. Yeah, and that's another reason. That's another reason, Miss Lindans. You can't live with yourself, and that's what I mean. You can't live with yourself, and this is a part of OCD. You just can't live with yourself. Something bad's going to happen to you, them, and you just can't live with it. So that's why you have to be truthful. And I know some people think that's, well, most people I think you would find that bizarre, but it's exactly the same. This is why you don't lie because it plays in your mind for days, weeks, months, years, forever afterwards. I don't think many people can comprehend that. I know everyone prides themselves, oh, I always am truthful. I can guarantee you're not. I can guarantee you're not truthful, because you wouldn't deliberately hurt somebody, because sometimes you have to lie and tell someone they look good when they don't look good, or tell somebody something that tastes nice when it doesn't taste nice. I can't do that, and I hate it. I genuinely hate it. Now, if I don't care about you, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I hate this side of me. So don't wish for it, because it's not the best thing in the world whatsoever. You're a mess, I'm a mess, don't worry. Tell them they would look better. See, Bad, that's a true story though, Bad. If they know that going in, then it's their own fault they ask and don't like that. But it's you're right. You're right. But people don't quite. Do you know what? You know, when you're friendly with somebody and they think, oh, they must think the world of me. And like, I've got a lot of people that I'm friends with, but they all have a lot of faults with them. I mean, most of us have a lot of faults to us. So just don't open yourself up for it. I implore everybody that I know to never ask me. And not that's bad, but I have issues. I'm not perfect. I've got massive flaws. I know that. That's why I don't ask people what you think my flaws are. I don't frigging know what you think of me. So, but some people don't quite work like that. They just think, oh, they'll lie and say that I'm the best in the world. No, I'll tell you, you're okay. I mean, nothing special potentially. And that's another side that I hate. And people go, "Oh, it's great being honest. That compulsion is great. That no, trust me, it's not. It's giving me sleepless nights. And not only that, when you hurt that person, it hurts me. So I don't say you're being flippant and go, oh well, tough luck. It genuinely rips my heart apart that I then have lost a friend, and not just one friend, but you lose multiple friends, because people then are like, why did you just say that? You could have just said something different. So no, I couldn't. And if I say to them, no, I couldn't, because that something bad's going to happen to it if I said something that people think you're a whack job. People don't understand. I can't just say what they want me to say, because they're like, you are crazy. Yes, I am. I know. And if you knew the full extent of it, frigging Nora, you'd section me probably. You know what I mean? So, but when I hurt somebody like that, I hate it. I hate my life. I spend days, weeks, months, years trying to forgive myself. And I struggle with it. And that's why I was saying about try and forgive yourself. And that's what I said. If they know some of these things going in, then why ask it? I mean, the trouble is if they don't know some of these things and they ask you, what do you think of my dress? And just transparency. A lot of times it's like, yeah, you look wonderful, because they do. They do. I'm only highlighting like those times where they don't look great, and it's few and far between. Because if I'm being honest, when women dress up, and I'm giving that as an example, as when women dress up, as an example, they look great normally, so it's not an issue. But some women think they look great, and sometimes they don't. So that's when the issue happens. Hang on here. Thank you, Dave, Boston Labour's Union, bought a coffee. Stay strong, bud. Thank you, buddy. I do appreciate you. Thank you, sir. You get into the whole thing with the coffees now. I appreciate you for the coffees, kind friend. It's like an awesome AA meeting. Oops. It is, you know. Thanks again, Dave. Appreciate you, sir. Oh crap! I'm just trying to be honest, and I understand a lot of people won't like what I'm saying or understand it, but just got there you go, Dave. Thank you, buddy. No, I love it that you asked me that because I again, I hate it when I find out someone sent me coffee afterwards. So thank you. I hadn't refreshed this. Thank you, sir. I mean, it's exhausting trying to be normal. I know. Yeah, I'm not. And I think a lot of people here, you know, I wouldn't label as normal, and you all got different things. But as I say, I'm speaking of the extremes now. This doesn't mean like Lacey or somebody like that has these extreme stuff. They may do in the future. I don't know, but you just got to embrace it. You know, I try and explain this about the honesty compulsion, but it's hard to do so because I'll give you examples because most examples make me look really bad. People will never understand why did you not just lie there. I trust me when I say I wish I could lie. I wish I could. But then sometimes I don't wish because if you can't tolerate honesty, then you know, tough. Not that I mean that because I never want to hurt anybody, you know. So I got mango electrolytes. They're lovely. I love these. Right. Let's see one more song then for the road and see because we're down to 5 people now. So I love this song though. The mods.
Atención chat, escucha bien. Behave in the chat, compórtate. Don't be toxic, don't be late. Josie's watching, she's on the way. Josie te va a atrapar. Mexi's dropping that timeout file. Mexi, te va a timeout. Sarah P brings the links, got your numbers marked. Make her happy, smash that like right now. Vamos! Erin Hack rolling up in her yellow bus. Rounding up her chatty, no drama, no fuss. Murph's always on hand if you need backup quick. Jonathan the mod, 1 in a million, so slick. El Chappy doesn't read Jonathan's post, but El Chatty love him so much. All 6 mods running the chat, they're in charge. Tú ya sabes. Compórtate, compórtate. Josie's after you. Wait and see. Mexi timeout. 1, 2, 3. Sarah P, Erin, Murph, Jonathan, la autoridad. Compórtate. Josie, Mexi, Sarah P, Erin, Hack, Murph, Jonathan. They run the chat, they're the full mod squadron. Behave like it or feel the ride. Yellow bus coming or a quick timeout slap. Compórtate. Ay, qué rico. Like for the squad. Chat, vamos. No más drama.
That's yeah. I just know though as she grows, she, you know, in my experience with it anyway, as I've got older and stuff, it it, it gets hard. It gets frustrating. Like you're very honest. You know, I know you'll be fine. I mean, I hope she speaks about it. You know, to you guys that she know. Can guarantee you she doesn't mean any offense with it whatsoever. Like if she's anything like me, you have to be honest, otherwise those demons in your head. Like the way I see is if I don't be truthful to my mother, then something really bad's gonna happen to her, where she's gonna die. That's the level of intrusive thoughts, which means I'd rather be honest and for her to hate me for a little bit. Now she doesn't hate me because she knows this. I've spoken to her about it. She knows I'm always honest with her, and she appreciates that. You know, but there you go, the dancing. I do need to get rid of Streamlabs. I need to work that out how to get rid of it. My English is honest, but she's learning to be tactful. I just can't be tactful. Be tactful is fine, but again, with OCD, you can't be tactful. You just have to say as it is because you can't overthink it. Because if I have to be tactful, that means I have to think, and that means I'll be like, well, all right, give me 3 weeks, and I'll get back to you, type of thing. And I'll be thinking about it for 3 weeks. Right. I'm glad we got this out the way today. Again, we'll speak more about it, and I'll probably get some more examples from the web next week. Probably go live on Tuesday. Just remember what we got next Wednesday. Sarah P, remember?
Yeah, it's time, weighing time. Sarah P, pass them scales. Let's step on up and see, up, down, or staying the same. Drop it in the chat, y'all tell me. Weigh yourself today. Losing weight the steady way. 1 pound down, feel that glow. Daily habit, watch them go. Every morning at the alternate corner. Come on and weigh with me, partner.
So on Tuesday, we'll do another weigh-in to see if I've gained, maintained, or lost any weight. Hey, Bo Sketty, love this name as always. I haven't been chatting, listening while I work. You are going to feel a lot better after the stream, I hope. Weight lifted off your shoulders for sharing, thank you. Well, truthfully, I know that I'm going to be exhausted after this stream, that's for sure, because this stream has been weighing on my mind a lot. And I honestly been working myself up about speaking about my parents, and I still couldn't go fully into it, and my emotions got the best of me, and I knew that was going to happen anyway. So yes, I am embarrassed by it, but there's not much I can do about that, you know. But yeah, I'll be critiquing this stream, but I am glad though that I've said it. At least it's out there and I can work from there then. Do you know what I mean? But that's been on my mind for quite some time, both getting. So you are correct on that one. Right. Let's play a song on the way out. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I do appreciate that. I'll go off now screen. But as I say, we're probably back Tuesday. Same time, same place. We'll be talking more about things like my weight, what my diet's been like, and yeah, little things like that. And wherever questions you guys have in the chat as well, and wherever else comes up in my mind. And hopefully I'll have bought some stuff for juicing by then as well. So I will leave you with this song. I don't know which song it is. I think I'm going to choose this one. And I will say much love to you all and see you next week. Bye for now.
Welcome to the family. From the hills of Wales to the world, this is our safe place. Happy days! Yeah. I wake up in the valleys, got the weight upon my chest. OCD is whispering, putting doubt inside my head. But I lace up my trainers, step out into the rain. Every mile I'm walking, I'm turning loss to gain. No doctor in this corner, just a brother sharing truth. I talk about my battles, the lows and then the breakthroughs. We don't judge the journey, every soul's got its own fight. We lift each other higher underneath these gospel lights. Happy days, in the alternate corner we give praise. Bad days come, but good days rise. We celebrate the victories with open eyes. From Wales to the world, we're one family. OCD, anxiety, or whatever it may be, you're welcome here, just as you are. Happy days, my brother. Happy days. Chat lights up with stories, every heart that dares to share. We listen with compassion, we're family, we care. No fixing, no advising, just I hear you, I've been there. We walk these roads together, through the sunshine and the tears. Weight is dropping slowly, one step at a time. Mind is getting clearer, the spirit starts to shine. We don't hide the struggles, bring them to the light. In this positive corner, we're gonna be alright. Happy days. together we are strong.
No judgment in this house, just love and open arms. Seek help when you need it, but know you're safe from harm. Happy days,
In the alternate corner we give praise.
walking, talking, healing in our way. A global family shining every day.
From the hills of Wales to every single heart.
This is our
Corner, this is our start.
You're part of the family, near or far. Happy days.
Happy days.
Happy days. Thank you for being here today. Welcome to the family.